I'm like one of those extroverted, introverted people. So I'm really, I'm a people person. I don't know, since becoming an artist, I've really become more to myself. So I like come home, get right back into the lab. February 2020, like the peak of COVID, I went to the Harambe Festival here in Tallahassee, and my friend was trying to talk to this girl who had an art thing set up, and when we got home, a couple hours later, she came over, and I was like, "Hey, you the girl that had all the dope art?" And I was already kind of like sketching, and she was like, "Hey man, you're really good. Like you need to start painting." And I was like, if anybody else would have told me that, I wouldn't listen to him. But her stuff was so dope. I was like, all right, bet I'm gonna start painting. And then it just kind of took off from there.
Had just gone out of a really shitty relationship and was like, okay, what now? And then was just really bored and ordered, and not recommended, but ordered a bunch of needles on Amazon and started doing stick and pokes all over my hands and stuff. And then it kind of clicked and I realized I can make money doing this. And then I got myself an apprenticeship and made it more legit, and been here for over a year now. Like I would go to sleep and I'd hear like the buzzing in my sleep, but it's really just become like a way to express myself when I felt like I didn't have anything else to express myself with. I just like doodle on my body and that be me.
Cooking is a expression of culture, just like any other art form. And so with these flavors, I try to sort of show and illustrate the styles and the flavors that are unique to different parts of the continent. I didn't always cook. Like I didn't get training for it or anything like that. Which I think is true for a lot of art forms and for famous artists or whatever, right? Not everybody gets training in it. Sometimes you get into it just because you're passionate about it and it's something that you enjoy.
I was on Instagram one day and there was this girl who made a hat and had bunny ears, and I was like, I am going to make that. And I looked up, she had a pattern, and I bought the pattern and I looked up YouTube tutorials for like different stitches. So I started with single, half double, and then double crochet, and then I made a hat beforehand, like a little beginner hat, and yeah, that's pretty much why I started. I don't know how to describe it, but like being able to see where it starts out from and being able to see where it finishes, like every single individual stitch makes this whole big whole. I think I don't know exactly what that means to me, but it's something that brings me, maybe comfort, or it makes me feel like I can do, maybe not anything, but it makes me feel like I can do something.
Art has really helped me, I guess, come out of my adult shell, to be honest. I lost my brother, and we were both students at FAMU at the time. And when he passed, I was still playing football for FAMU. So I got to just, weight room, practice, games. And when that was all over, I ended up pledging, which was another great experience. And, I kind of got to put that time and expression into that. When all that was done and over, as busy as I was, like, I still needed something to express that pain. And as you can see, I'm not letting go of these brushes. So it's definitely been a means, like a great means and an outlet that I can do anywhere, anytime, and can pick it up, put it down, and really just, show people how I was feeling at the moment or how I was feeling at a different time. But I needed to find something that would help. Like I said, this past year has just been, like, even beside the JCPenney's thing, like I've painted apartment buildings. I've done like a mini, well, not even a mini, it was a whole mural. It was just on the ground at a place off FAMU Way, Big D's Barbecue. It was like a community thing going on. Having an artistic piece that really pops is more of my thing, but I'm just so amazed at, the depth and the detail of other people's painting, and it makes me want to be a better artist.
So this is from one of Hannah's flash sheets. So it's really cool and caught my eye. We were bending together at an event, and we just kind of hit it off from there. And I've been coming to get tattooed by Hannah ever since then.
My biggest challenge in life, I also notice a lot in tattooing, and it's just like a self-respect kind of thing and the confidence kind of thing, which is really, really big here because, like, confidence is everything. If you don't have that, then no one's gonna want to reach out or anything like that. Like, you really need to believe in yourself so other people can believe in you too. And so it's definitely, like, I notice myself gaining confidence in life, but then I'll come here and I'm like, oh, okay. And it's about carrying that over and, like, keeping it just as a constant.
We want people to experience Africa and see Africa through another lens. A lot of people have this negative connotation and negative impression of Africa. And so as someone who lived on the continent and whose wife is from the continent, I really didn't want that same connotation to come in here. It's one of our biggest hardships has been addressing that ignorance. And it means a lot to me to be able to, show what I experienced via cooking it myself and serving it to people who might never get the chance to visit these places in the African continent.
I think one of the biggest challenges in my life, I suppose, would be really holding space for myself. It's a little hard for me, I guess, to take myself into account. So I think with crocheting, it's really allowed me to sit with myself, because crocheting is mostly like, you can't really crochet. Someone can't crochet for you. You can only really crochet yourself. So it's allowed me to, like, sit by myself and really be able to appreciate what I can do. And I think that's definitely reverberated into my relationships and other things that I do besides just crocheting.
The essence of art is really creativity.
Fun, silly stuff that you don't really have to take too seriously.
Coming together in one moment.
Going step by step, really having the patience, being okay with your mistakes.